Jimmy Collins made the Baseball Hall of Fame. Played from 1895 through 1908. Ken Arjun here in Vista, California. I'm looking at Tuesday, September the 23rd, 2025. Here's Jimmy Collins right here. Old school. Last video, I had a trivia question. Which player in baseball history had the most RBIs in a season and the fewest home runs hit along with it? Home run, RBI, same season. Who had the most RBIs and the fewest home runs hit? I thought the answer was Jimmy Collins because in 1897, he hit 6 home runs and had 132 RBIs. I did some research. I looked at all the RBI producers for a season from high to low. Obviously, the highest is Hack Wilson's 191 RBIs in 1930. Went down the list, all the guys, RBI production, going down the list, hit a lot of home runs in order to get the high number of RBIs. So I go down the list, I go all the way down. I come across a guy named Ed McKean. This is incredible. 1893, he had 133 RBIs. So he beats Jimmy Collins' 132 RBIs. Did he have less home runs? Jimmy Collins hit 6. Ed McKean hit 4 and had 133 RBIs. That is a record. If you want to classify it as a record and ask the trivia question, which guy had the most RBIs in one season and the fewest home runs? Who holds the record for that stat? Ed McKean, 1893 season. Look it up. 4 home runs, and he gets 133 RBIs. Number 2, Jimmy Collins, in the 1897 season, hit 6 home runs and got 132 RBIs. How about that? I like trivia like that in baseball history. So last video, I looked at Jimmy Collins's 1890s, 1895 through 1899. 1900 breaks out, 104 runs scored, 178 hits, bats .304. So he has 300 batting average seasons. Played 14 years. 1901. 108 runs scored. That's 4 times over 100, and that will be the most times he does it in his career. 100 runs scored. He does it 4 times. 187 hits, bats .332. Good year, but it's not his best. His best is 1897. No, it's 1898. Well, we can go 1897 or 1898. I'm going to say 1897. Okay. That was his best year because he had 103 runs scored, 132 RBIs, which was highest, and he batted .346. So in 1901, 187 hits, bats .332, but he only had 94 RBIs. The other season, 1897, he had more RBIs. So he's got, looks like 4 300 batting average seasons. 1902, bats .322. Make it 5 now, and that'll be it. 5 300 batting average seasons for Jimmy Collins. The rest of his career, under 300. 1903, 296. 1904, 271. 1905, 276. 1906, 275. 1907, 278. And 1908 is last year, 217 batting average. So his second half of his career, he struggled. And that brought down his career batting average. He ended up 294. In the first half of his career, he was a 300 batting average career guy. He had a 346, a 328, and a 304. But then the second half, he got like 8 seasons in a row under 300, and that brought down the career batting average. So he ends up with 1,725 games. 1,055 runs scored in 14 years. Good amount. 1,000. 1,999 career hits. 1 hit shy of 2,000. If I was him, I'd go, oh man, why didn't I play one more game to get to that 2,000th hit? Not a home run guy, not an RBI guy, only 983 RBIs in his career. But he had that 1 year where he had 132. Ends up with 2,778 total bases. Is Jimmy Collins worthy of the Baseball Hall of Fame? Well, he played in the old school era, 1895. And into the 1900s. The Hall of Fame writers and selectors or committee or journalists or whoever is doing the voting, they looked back on that era and they said Jimmy Collins was pretty good. They say he was a very good third baseman. King of the third baseman, they called him. Is that enough for the Hall of Fame? I see 2 seasons over 100 runs batted in and 4 seasons 100 runs scored. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons 300 batting average. Is that enough? To me, it's not enough. Does he deserve the Baseball Hall of Fame? No. Sorry. He didn't break 2,000 hits. He didn't break 1,000 RBIs. He had 983 career. Only 5 300 batting average season. He only played 14 years. Not a home run guy. 65 career home runs. Doubles, 352. Didn't break 3,000 total bases. I don't think this guy deserves the Baseball Hall of Fame, but he did have a good 5-year period where he batted over 300 4 of the 5 years. Never broke 200 hits. Did have 196 1 year. This is another example. How can you exclude guys who have 2,500, 26, 27, even one case, 2,800 hits, and you don't let those guys into the Baseball Hall of Fame? Some of those guys have 1,000 or more runs scored and 1,000 RBIs, and they have like 300 homers, and they're not getting in. Yet a Jimmy Collins, 1,999 career hits and a 294 career batting average. He gets into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Not fair. All right, we're done with Jimmy Collins. What do you think? All right, I'm going to keep going through this book, Baseball Almanac. Next guy I want to look at, George Davis. Here he is. George Davis, 295 career batting average. How did he get into the Baseball Hall of Fame? Let's look at it. I'm out.